Yo, I just gotta hit it one time. Let's go! About to hit the gas for a minute, no cap, no limit. I attack till I finish, I attract, and I get it. Got my cash all liquid, never pass my limit. Too fast when I'm spitting, read it back, now they get it on. Flipping that switch as I'm hitting these bars like a gift. I spit like I'm some big old bars, and these kids, no kidding. I've been winning this and getting my best life dinner while I'm hitting on a mission. Ooh, spicy, I know they like me, but I got a wifey. She be real nice to me, no one works like me. Got a different mindset, my rate is pricey. Got a different psyche, ooh, lyrics are icy. Living life nicely, very precisely. Living divinely, manifest wisely. All I know is that I've been living for the sightseeing. Been around the world for a visit, first class ticket. Man, I'm in it, man, I'm winning. I don't have no limit. If I want it, then I get it. If she want it, then she get it. I ain't never done finished, I'm a giver. I've been giving first place. I've been winning 6 shots, it's spinning, but I still keep ripping and I still keep hitting 2 weights. I'm splitting all in, I'm risking it all. Yeah, I don't ever fall. Yeah, but if I do, I get back up, stand tall. Yeah, I want it all. Yeah, a good life, I don't think small. Yeah, I'ma be big one day. See me taking off runway. My name up in lights someday. Looking at a crowd that loves me. Yeah, I came here to play. I'm lucid, I'm not losing.
How's everyone doing tonight? So, what did you guys think of the court hearing today? Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Lori. It got cut off in midstream, like right towards the end. So we don't know what really happened with this change of venue motion. It was kind of weird. I got home and I was watching it, and then all of a sudden just the stream cut off. So I went to the judge's channel, and it was gone. So I'm going to have a guest on here in a little bit. Twiz, he was there this morning, so he's going to break it down to us. I'm waiting on Swamp Rose. Don't know where she's at right now. But that was a long PowerPoint breakdown today, was it not, guys? I've never seen that many PowerPoints in a hearing. Yeah, Lori, crazy. I was like, wow. And this court hearing went 6 hours. I've never seen any of the court hearings there in Latah go 6 hours. It just shows how important this change of venue motion hearing was today. 6 hours. But they're still not wanting to move it out of Latah, the prosecuting attorney, Bill Thompson, and I don't know who that the other lady was. That wasn't Jennings. So I don't know who that was with Bill Thompson. She's new. I've never seen her before. It's crazy. It's like they're flip-flopping on prosecutors now. Did anyone of you guys know who she was? I didn't. I was used to seeing Ashley Jennings sitting next to Bill Thompson, but this lady was new. I was like, wow. Well, I know she was adamant she does not want it moved out of Latah. But she was talking about Nez Perce or Lewiston, which is still considered Latah County. Can we actually get a clean jury pool out of Latah County? Out of 1,800 jurors they were talking about. Can we actually get a clean jury pool, or could we get a clean jury pool down in Ada? That's what I'd like to know, guys. Can someone in chat let me know if they can get a clean jury pool in Latah County? Because I don't think so. Not with what that defense motion to the state about they would riot, they would kill him, they would burn the house down, they'd want uh, officers fired, they would let the family handle him. That was crazy. But of course, in Ada, they said, well, if he's not guilty, then I guess he didn't do anything wrong. And they'd feel indifferent when it came to the uh, not guilty. I was like, okay, that was completely opposite reaction than they had over in Latah. They wanted to freaking kill him and burn the courthouse down if he's found not guilty. Let the families handle him. Do some good old boy justice on him, which probably is a lynching or hanging. Oh, I understand, Elizabeth. So, Elizabeth, do you think they should move the trial out of Latah and move it to Ada? Sorry, my wife is a loudmouth in the background. But everything with this case is just so odd. Everything going on in Latah is odd. Like, but yeah, we know that Kaylee broke up with Jack D. We know that. But we hear Christy and Steve say that they were destined to be together. They were going to get married. They were just taking a break. Well, how come Kaylee unfollowed him on all of her social media accounts if they were still friends? And we heard I told Maddie everything. I told Adam everything. Well, we know that Kaylee was dating locally. Could that have been what Maddie told Adam, that Kaylee was dating and just broken up with Jack D and Kaylee was dating? Could that have been what Maddie told Adam? Because Adam was Jack D's roommate. Yeah, Elizabeth, run for the hills. Children of the Corn, Lori. Yes, Lori, wishful thinking. I know. Wishful thinking of the parents. Yeah, it was wishful thinking by the parents that Kaylee and Jack D was going to get back together, even though they said they were taking a break, and then they saw them getting married and having children, living happily ever after. But if they were still friends, why would Kaylee unfollow him on all of her social medias? And if they were still friends, oh yeah, Lori, I know it had to be pretty bad, whatever she told him, because Kaylee was Kaylee was dating locally. I mean, yes, she was leaving for Austin for her new job, but she was also dating locally. So could that have been what Maddie told Adam, is that Kaylee had moved on and Kaylee was dating? Because that would tear Jack apart if he knew that Kaylee had moved on and Kaylee was dating. Just because they had been together, guys. They had been together 5 years. 5 years that they had been together. And she had, hey, Purple Smurf. No, Purple Smurf, I don't think we had an outcome today because the stream stopped abruptly towards the end. So I guess tune in for the next hearing or tune in for the next motion. That's how it goes there in Idaho, Purple Smurf. Tune in for the next hearing or yeah, how convenient. Yeah, tune in for the next hearing, I guess, or tune in for the next motion. I just wish that they would get this trial underway. Hey, Aquarian One, haven't seen you in a while. But yes, Lori. Yeah, the worst part is Jack D never answered back when they were calling for help. And if you guys notice, uh, that night she was feverishly texting on the phone. Hey, Elle. She was feverishly texting on the phone, probably to calm things down between her and Jack. But that's what Maddie could have told Adam, was that Kaylee was dating. And I don't, Jack S said something to Maddie in that audio clip, but yeah, I think Maddie told Adam that Kaylee was dating locally, and Kaylee didn't want Jack to know because her and Jack, or Adam and Jack, were roommates. Because if you look at it, they were surrounded by a bunch of people. Dylan and Maddie, Jack S, Adam, the Frats, Hunter Johnson. Hey, love, Tina. So what's really going on in this case? Because if you think about it, the night of the unalivings was the same night that Maddie told Adam everything, and Kaylee wasn't living at the house. She went back there during the weekend to show Maddie her new Range Rover. She was living with her parents. And Steve Christie has come out and said that they were living, that Kaylee was living with them, and she was actually hesitant to go back to the house, but she wanted to show Maddie her new vehicle. Like, why would she be hesitant to go back and keep second guessing herself on going back to the house? And Christy did confirm that there was a party that Dylan had invited Kaylee to. Yes, you're very right, Elle. I feel if she was in fear that she wouldn't have gone no. And why did Maddie stay? Maybe she went back there to get Maddie. Oh yeah, that Tennille, you are definitely right. Green fry pain protect the university reputation at all costs. Yes, they do. Oh, did you guys hear? Um, the university has named a new president, and it's not Scott Green. Yeah, Scott. I think Scott Green's leaving because the U of I has named a new president, and it's not Scott Green. Yep, Tennille, you're right. I guess he's ready to take a back seat. Yeah, there was something always suspicious about Scott Green to me. Yeah, El, you're right. That's fishy in and of itself. Too, though, they are all left their high level jobs. Yeah, he is a creeper. Yeah, he is aware of he is aware of a heck of a lot. He is. Yeah, I did, El. I knew it was Roger. Roger Lanier. Yeah, yeah. I think that's why they named a new president is because Scott Green wants to wash his hands of the U of I. Yeah, it is interesting, Love Tina. Yeah, I think Papa R was was Le. I think he was Le. Yep, Tennille. Yep, the university was in financial despair before Green, right? Got lots of funding and investments going. Yep, all about that money, all about that dinero, all about the money. Well, that could be a possibility, Purple Smurf. Maybe the university wants Green out. That could be a possibility. Yep, Green got it, and now he's gone. Yep, it is all a mess, L. It's a big old mess. Big old mess, big old mess. That's all it is a big old mess. It's just crazy what's going on in this case. Really, it is. It's crazy. Now, Al, I think he owns that house. I don't think it was part of his university job. I think he actually owns that house. And see, what's weird is that house actually overlooked 1122 King Road. You could actually see the King Road house from that house. It's crazy. Well, you might be right, El. You might be right. I mean, because if you look at it, they've distanced themselves so much from the King Road house. They really have, because they started calling it, the off-campus home, or they were killed in their off-campus home. And even with the sororities that Maddie and Xena belong to, they distanced themselves from that too. They gave this glowing review a couple of days after the murders, and then around Christmas time. Please come put an angel on the tree for those that we have lost. Those that we have lost. Now, I'm starting to wonder, El, if Emily wasn't the sixth roommate, Hunter's girlfriend. Because if you look at it on the first noise complaint call, when Hunter comes out to hand the phone to the LE, it's a pink phone. He handed the LE a pink phone. Well, a phone with a pink case. And that would explain why Hunter was over there that morning. I mean, a lot of people say he was over there to check on Ethan because they had plans. Yes, Emily did answer the door. On that one noise complaint, when they knocked on the door, Emily answered the door. And when the phone call was made to Maddie, Hunter handed the officer a pink phone. Well, a phone with a pink case. No, I think uh, I have a picture that shows Hunter Johnson, and it states down below, getting hugs from my roomie's boyfriend. Let me find it. This is going to blow you away, El. Hugs from roomies BF. Oh, that's okay, OCD Shaggy. I'm glad you popped in to say hi. That was Hunter giving some blonde girl a hug, and at the bottom it said, "Hugs from Roomies BF." That could only be that the roomie could only be that was taken before the murders. Yep, it was Hunter OCD. Yep, I know they got married. But I've never seen such a PowerPoint presentation this morning to make a court hearing last 6 hours. That was crazy. A 6 hour court date. Wow. Yeah, I know. It would have been nice to see the end of the thing if they hadn't cut the stream off. So what do we got to do? Wait till the next hearing to find out, or the next document to drop? Sometimes I wish they would just get this trial underway. I really do. I wish they would get this trial underway. Yes, that is a very good statement, El. He needs to be a real judge already. Yep, that's also a good statement. Now, I saw a bunch of Facebook groups up there too. Yeah, it is becoming a real circus. That's why I think they need to move it to Ada. Be- If they move it to Ada, then that's a big enough courthouse to handle everybody. It truly is. It's a big enough courthouse to where when the jury is done for the day, they can enter their bus in an underground garage and be taken out incognito. Not for them to walk out with the bright lights of the press everywhere. Yeah, he does chuckle a bit too much. Yeah, he chuckles way too much. No, yeah, you're right. I don't think the Chapins are going to show. I don't think the Mogans and the Laramies and the Cronuttals are going to show. But I know the Gonzalveses are there almost every time when they can. If I can get Twiz here, he's supposed to be coming. Maybe he can let us know if the Gonzalveses were there today. Yes, Lori, I agree. They have to give him a change of venue. Oh, they're not even watching? I didn't know that they weren't even watching. Now, was it the whole family or was it just the Stephen Christie OCD Shaggy? Hey, L, have you seen the unedited Chapin interview? You find it? Oh, hold on. Great. An error occurred. Please try again later. It's messing up. Yeah, Twiz said he'll be here in a bit. He's loading. Yeah, it's messing up. Okay. Hey, American Princess. Twiz is probably stuffing his face with Freddy's. He told me he was on the phone and he'd be up here in a minute. How's American Princess doing tonight? Here's what the strange part is to me, guys. We've seen that ladder laying beside the house. Well, how come the day of the unalivings it was propped up near the ledge? Let's hope we didn't get Ann Taylor's number. I'm doing okay, American Princess. Gee, I just love how Discord works sometimes. So, why do we think that that ladder is propped up near the ledge when we've seen in a lot of other pictures that it's laying down against the house? Just so it's so odd. Why it's propped up near the house when normally it's laying down next to the house? Yeah, just everything about this case. Now, this is the only one that I had a picture of it laying down, but I don't know what I did with it. This is the only one I found of it standing up. You see, just like yeah, it was laying down, Love Tina. Now, do you guys know that when Brian's defense attorneys were out there at the house, actually, no, the prosecuting attorney, Bill Thompson, when he was out there at the house, hey, Heather, that Olivia Gonzalez was there with him, very, very pregnant. See, just like, I think this was what, a couple of days after the unalivings? Like, so, let's see. Oh, this was the day after the unalivings. So, why would the prosecuting attorney be out there talking to Chief Fry the day after the unalivings? Yeah, yeah. But why was she walking with him? That's just so odd to me. If your daughter gets murdered and people are telling you through phone calls, through text that she's dead, why are you going to wait for a sheriff to come tell you after seeing the house on the news that day? Why wouldn't you get in your car? And mind you, it's only 2 hours uh, from Latah to Rathton. Why wouldn't you get in your car and drive there instead of waiting for the sheriff's officers to come knocking on your door and telling you that your daughter was murdered. That's what I don't understand. Oh, you're driving down there, OCD? I don't know who ended up with the ladder, but everything in this case makes me scratch my head sometimes. Like everything makes me scratch my head. Yes, L, most parents would be out the door. And I know Jasmine, she was there that morning out front after she heard the news. Jasmine Kernodle was out front of the house after she heard the news, and she called her dad, who was about 5 hours. He was halfway back to Arizona. He was about 5 hours away from Moscow. She called him and told him, and he turned around and drove back. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, the I'm not trying to knock Steve and Christy. I just, when I look at them, I scratch my head on why you waited until 5 o'clock in the evening to head to Moscow when you saw when that crap was plastered on your TV all day. You were getting texts about it. You were getting calls about it. Your 17-year-old daughter, Autumn, got the call from the coroner with the grisly details of how her older sister died. But yet they're going to wait for the sheriff to come tell them, your daughter's been murdered. Yep, the good gen's here. Jack D went to their house 2 days later and then stayed for a couple of days. And I'd like to know, guys, I would like to know why Jack that night didn't answer his phone. They called him and called him and called him and called him. Kaylee called him a bunch of times. Maddie called him. He didn't answer his phone. Do we even know if he actually called them back the next day if he was asleep? Yes, and that's why his alibi is shady. I know you have no issue, and I'm not saying there's an issue, OCD. Okay. So he went there immediately after, but I don't understand. If he knew that she was passed, why didn't he tell the parents when he got there? Why did it take the sheriff getting there later on in the evening? I'm not answering my ex phone calls in the middle of the night. Yeah. I probably wouldn't either, Shaggy. He the house that he lived in, L, was not very far from 1122. Payne might have good Jen. Payne might have went out there uh to their house and did it, because if he was staying with them for a couple of days, uh, they they might have went out there to Rathton, uh, and interviewed him out there. So they might actually there was yeah, yeah. I think they did OCD. I think they actually talked to him over the phone. Hello, Jen. You're the good Jen. I know OCD. You're half joking. Yeah, and see, here's what I don't understand. How can you clear a bunch of people so quickly? How can you clear a bunch of people in a murder investigation so quickly?
Um, I'm hoping for justice. That's why I'm trying to switch myself into that mode to try to find some justice. That's where I'm at.
Hey, Echoes.
I get it. Steve, Olivia?
Yeah, I just know my sister, she was a hard worker, and just sitting in my bed and crying myself to sleep isn't going to do her any justice. And that's not what she'd want me to do. She'd want me to stay active and doing what I can to spread her message and hope that we can find this suspect or suspects. And that's how I feel.
I get it. I get it. She's got a great smile.
You heard what he said right there. Suspect or suspects. So what is Steve Jr. not telling us? He said plural. He said suspect or suspects.
We keep showing that picture. I know your family's been frustrated with the investigation so far, understandably so. Here we are a week and a half out, and really not much information about this. Does not appear to be a suspect. Tell me, Olivia, what specifically you've been frustrated with, because you did your own work here. For instance, you found video of the food truck, for example, where two of the victims were seen the same night as this killing.
Yeah, I would say, I think that obviously this is extremely personal for us, and we treated it that way from the very get-go. I know how valuable those first 48, 72 hours are. And I can only hope that the police also know how valuable that is, and that they have a lot of information there that just isn't public right now. I will say the one lingering frustration I have is the timeline. I know it's semantics, but my sisters got home at 1:56. It wasn't 1:45. I know it might not seem significant, but when we're looking for camera, when we're looking for dash footage, when we're looking for any of those things, I do feel that it is valuable, and they did get home at 1:56. It was not 1:45.
Right. Well, there's one detail there. Kaylee's mother has said she believes that the suspect, the killer, is someone Kaylee knew very well, and that the killer might even be at the vigil. Remarkable. I wonder, Steve, do you share that view?
It's speculation. My daughter was very popular. It seemed like everyone that I talked to said she knew everyone. They had parties. They were college kids. They were about to graduate. Yeah. So somebody could have partied in the house and got an idea or got the confidence to pull that off.
Steve, this question of a stalker, and I'm very conscious with this story of how many rumors have been circulating, and a lot of those rumors turn out to not be true. But Stephen, this discussion of the possibility she may have had a stalker, have police been able to stand that up, or not? They seem to be knocking that down.
Yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that information would be new to us as well. Kaylee FaceTimed me. She didn't call or text. She FaceTimed me for literally hours, almost every single day. And she was extremely cautious. She was very vigilant. I think that she really would have noticed something, and she would have said it to us. She wasn't, scared to get us involved in her life in any capacity like that.
I know you're frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation are being shared with the public. Are they sharing anything with you that they're not sharing publicly, in light of the fact that this was?
Yeah, I saw the I saw the look that he gave, but I'll rewind it.
Scared to get us involved in her life in any capacity like that.
I know you're frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation are being shared with the public. Are they sharing anything with you that they're not sharing publicly, in light of the fact that this was your sister, this was your daughter?
I'm not getting anything. They're not sharing much with me. I know that there's a separation.
He nodded his head yes.
Frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation are being shared with the public. And
she was extremely cautious. She was very vigilant. I think that she really would have noticed something. And yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that information would be new to us as well. Kaylee FaceTimed me. She didn't call or text. She FaceTimed me for literally hours, almost every single day. And she was extremely cautious. She was very vigilant. I think that she really would have noticed something.
Right.
She would have said it to us. She wasn't, scared to get us involved in her life in any capacity like that.
I know you're frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation are being shared with the public. Are they sharing anything with you that they're not sharing publicly, in light of the fact that this was your sister, this was your daughter?
I'm not getting anything. They're not sharing much with me. I know that there's a separation in duties there. They do have the FBI now, so I don't know how much the individuals that I'm talking with, which are the local, are actually exercising their different jurisdictions. I think they might not know a lot because, they have briefings, and if they haven't had a briefing, they probably don't know exactly what's going on.
Are they contacting you at all? Are they keeping you updated more than they are, say, on the website or with these press briefings?
To be honest, they're not. I mean, yesterday I asked about the stalker question and they couldn't confirm anything. And then today I hear that they're reaching out to the community saying that there's a stalker involved. So I don't know what to make of that.
I saw the look on her brother's face.
A lot of it,
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
purposely, they're just so vague with everything that they say, and then they like slowly peel it back layer until you like find the real story. It all started with a sharp-edged weapon. What was the use in telling the community that a sharp-edged weapon was used instead of just coming out and telling us that it was a knife from the beginning? I don't understand the purposeness of being so vague. You're not holding the integrity of the case together by not telling anybody anything.
I understand you have frustrations for how police and investigators have handled the crime scene. What are those frustrations specifically?
Well, they expanded it, and there was volunteers that walked around, and they disclosed that they were looking and found different things. So, you know, they did share with me that may have more to do with keeping cameras out than it actually does with evidence gathering. So I hope that is indeed the case, because it would be pretty disheartening a week later to know that they didn't have the right crime scene.
One of the mother of one of the surviving roommates, so reminding our viewers, there were 2 roommates who were upstairs and survived this, told a reporter that those roommates heard something.
He just said 2 roommates upstairs. Now, I thought Bethany was downstairs. That was just odd.
Heard something that night. Have you been told? Have you heard from sharing with other relatives of the other victims what that was exactly?
No, I would say for us that we did hear those rumors, but right now we can only leave it at that. None of that has ever been confirmed to us.
We have not spoke with the roommates.
Yeah.
The surviving roommates, and they were downstairs, just to clarify that for you, sir.
Okay, downstairs, right, on a different floor from where it appears where these.
Okay. He just said they were downstairs. So if they were downstairs, that would mean they were on the first floor. So what are we not being told?
Where the murders took place. One consistent thing, and granted, there's been some, changes, as you note, in how the police have described this. One consistent descriptor has been that the attack was targeted. Do you know if police believe one person in the house was the target of this attack, or all 4?
I've been told it's one, but then again, there's the vagueness. Like, it's like purposely vague, I'm hoping, but it confuses everyone.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what that really means, other than maybe somebody had a different kind of attack footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I feel like we just want some more. We all want to play a part in helping, and we can't play a part if we don't have any real substantial information to work from.
Yeah, I get it. You want to help. I mean, Olivia, you found video that has been helpful in this investigation. I'm sure you do want to help. Has anyone indicated to you that if it was indeed one person targeted, was Kaylee the target? Has anybody shared that with you?
They won't confirm who that was to us.
The police, that is.
We've heard the rumor that that's the case, but it's just a rumor at this point.
Tons and tons of rumors, but nothing from the police.
And I'll say I think a lot of those rumors do stem from all of the vagueness, and it's human nature to want answers. It's human nature to kind of put forth a theory so that you can even comprehend it in your brain. And so I think that's how we're getting all of some of these really, really off the wall theories, and some of these theories like Kaylee had a stalker, that even we're sitting here scratching our heads saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
I am sure it is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's.
Wait, did you see Steve G. Jr. shake his head yes? When the reporter asked if that was significant, Olivia said no. Steve Gonzalez Jr. was shaking his head yes. What is going on here?
There's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
Right.
Including Maddie's boyfriend.
Moscow Police website. He is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think.
You see him nod his head yes? So Steve G. Jr. knows something more. Like the good Jen and you, Heather, was saying, he knows something more.
Notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
Right.
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were a number of phone calls to him that night, and you say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee, that she often would call friends, folks, for a whole bunch of things.
At any time, yeah.
Specific.
Multiple times, until I would pick up at 3 a.m. and be like, Kaylee, what?
Yeah.
And some of the last footage of her at that food court, she's on her phone 24/7 filming the whole thing. So she lived on that phone. So
yeah. It sounds like you're saying that the delays here in sharing information, the delays in, well, frankly, making more progress on the investigation, mean the police have lost their best opportunity, right? I think, Olivia, you were saying that those early hours and days are key. That's when you can make real progress. Do you believe that they've missed their best chance here, or may have?
Not only is that's just not a matter of opinion, that's a matter of fact. If you look statistically at homicide cases, those first 10 days are so incredibly important in finding a suspect. They determine almost 9 out of 10 times, I believe it was, if you'll find a suspect. So yeah, that's not very encouraging to hear that they want to cast this wide net of suspects now, and people we know have no involvement.
That's just weird.
We protect what we love to ensure.
Just so heartbreaking what these families are going through. I had the chance to sit down with the Gonzalez family in Kaylee's home. Their loss, it is so heavy, and they have been vocal about their relentless search for justice and frustrations with the investigation. Here's part one of our conversation.
She was hurt so bad that she was not able to recover. That is just terrible.
Oh, it's okay.
It's terrible. I cannot fathom in my head what kind of person did this.
It's capable.
And why. I can't sleep at night. I lay in bed pondering just millions of different scenarios. And just, I want to know, but then there's stuff obviously you don't want to know. you know, but
You just
I think I want to know it all, and
You're okay.
I just don't understand why. How somebody could take somebody, four of them. It wasn't just my girl. Just so savagely.
Is anyone acting differently since the murders? I mean, is there anyone that you have a weird feeling about that the girls knew or that comes to mind?
Yeah, I would say not in the immediate circle by any means, but a few of the names that have been circulating around, I think it's hard not to kind of, dig into this. And I don't know how much of that is just because we have so little information from law enforcement and how much of it really is, a sister or a father's intuition.
Can you elaborate at all? I don't know. You don't have to give a name, but I mean, is it someone that she knew, or?
I have something to say about that. I just feel like there's been a couple individuals that were cleared very fast. That maybe shouldn't have been. And yeah.
Share the strong alibi.
Just really fast.
If you can dismiss.
An hour later, and we're like, what? And I don't know. I don't know anything about those individuals. I just know they were people that, definitely should have been looked at. And yeah.
I don't know what would prevent you from sharing somebody's alibi.
Yeah, I think that's what we're struggling with. So it's like, we know what we know. We've, fought for Jack, Kaylee's boyfriend, and, we still stand that way. So I did just kind of want to clear that up while we're talking through this ambiguity that, that's not what we're honing in on here.
We don't want to make more victims out of innocent people.
Exactly.
We definitely don't want to do that.
No.
You've mentioned before that you didn't want to have a funeral right now because the killer's still out there. Is that something that you're still thinking about? Are you nervous at all? I mean, because in Moscow, we talked to students. People are really nervous there.
They should be.
Yeah.
This targeted to me, it seems behavior based. That's why I don't like it, and it kind of pits the parents against each other. So I don't like that. I just told some of the other parents today that if your daughter has no ill will for me, man. To me, if you go have a couple beers or go out and hang out with your friends and then come home and go to bed, if that's your target, then I think we all do that. I think we all come home and go to our beds.
It's all target.
Yeah. So
it's kind of a bad word then. It doesn't really make sense in some ways.
Exactly.
Even the prosecutor told me that.
Yeah.
He said, I think it was kind of a weird word to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense if there was some bad behavior that they did. I don't know, they came from a strip club or something, and then somebody followed them home. That's a targeted thing. That's what I've had innocent people that were interviewed that were their neighbors, and they said, I'd be a lot more scared if it wasn't targeted.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing anything to target me. And I'm like, well, if targeting is just going to bed with your friends.
So maybe that was just a way to calm people down?
I feel like it was strategic.
Yeah.
It was a strategic way to keep people from hitting the door, transferring out, and turning that place into a ghost town. So,
You never think you're going to lose your little sister.
Yeah.
Ever. You never think you're going to have to bury your daughter.
Absolutely unbelievable. It's nothing compared to the pain that I feel.
Yeah.
Losing Kaylee. And I don't know. It's several things. It's her age. It's how it happened.
It's her life.
Why it happened. Who did this to her?
Just graduated.
Who did this to her and her friends? The fact that she was with her best friend. Since they were little girls.
That family tonight is so heartbroken. I've been in touch with them. It's literally unimaginable to think about what they are going through. But
thank you for watching. Go to news.
That's tremendously heartbreaking. It really is, guys. It's heartbreaking. And to know that they are harassed by the police.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer attacks.
Hey guys, Moscow PD. Hey, turn the music down. Turn the music down. Hey guys, second time. I need somebody to come to the door. All right, we'll get someone to come to the door. Music stays off. Party's over. Yes, sir. Megan, I have her information. I have her cell phone number too.
Call her.
Okay.
Hello, miss.
Hello.
What's your name?
Xana.
Xana, do you live here?
Yes.
Hey, did Megan talk to you earlier?
No.
Okay, does Megan live here?
Megan, I do not have a Megan that lives
Megan
here.
Mogan?
Maddie Mogan, yes.
Madison Mogan? Yeah.
Madison Mogan? Okay, she does live here?
Sorry, she is at the club. She's 21. I'm just going to bed. I have a couple of friends over, but
Okay.
this is my ID.
Have you talked to Maddie tonight?
Yes, I have.
Well-
She's at the corner club.
Okay. Did she tell you anything about anything that happened earlier or anything like that?
Honestly, not really. I've just been here the past hour.
Okay.
Just trying to go to bed.
Can you grab your ID for me? If you
Yeah,
will run her?
I'm not 21.
Okay.
My roommates are 21. I just came to go to bed.
We're not here to talk about the alcohol stuff, okay?
Okay, yeah.
But this is the second noise complaint we've had here tonight within 2 hours.
I'm sorry
Okay.
about that.
So this time it was the blonde gal and the guy on the back porch playing music. Okay. So
I sincerely apologize about
Okay.
that. I'm just going to bed.
Okay. So just so you understand, you could be getting a misdemeanor citation for this, which means you have to go in front of a judge and explain why you couldn't keep the people in your house quiet.
Okay.
Okay. We've already talked to Maddie once and told her the same thing. Okay. The only reason she's not getting a ticket is because she's not standing here in front of me. But I'm telling you right now, if we have to come back, you're getting a ticket.
Okay, so
You
I'm
will have to
not
go
right
see a
now.
judge.
I'm fine right now.
You're not getting a ticket right now.
I'm just trying to go to bed right now. I mean, I understand you guys. You're coming here. I'm just going.
Okay. Well, understand that you're responsible for the residents.
Okay.
So whoever else is here, if they have a safe way to get home, you need to kick them out or tell them to come inside and be quiet.
Okay.
Because the houses that are on this hill all the way around here, we can hear you from clear down the road when we were coming up here. We can hear the music.
Okay.
And that's
I'm so sorry.
where we're past the point of having polite conversations, okay? Because
I'm so
neighbors are being
sorry.
kept up. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just like
Is the blonde gal and the guy up there, are they roommates too?
I'm sorry. What?
The blonde gal and the guy that's upstairs, are they roommates too?
None of my roommates are home. I'm
Oh, okay.
the only one home. These are all my friends.
Okay.
So do you understand 100%
I understand.
what's going to
I'm just
happen?
going to tell everyone, get the sorry.
Okay, fine.
Or figure it out.
And I'm not saying that you got to tell everybody they have to leave, but I'm telling you, any outside music, any loud yelling needs to be done.
Okay.
Because we're not, next time you're getting a ticket.
Okay.
Okay. And if you get a misdemeanor citation, the university is not going to take kindly to it.
Yeah.
So not only do you have to go see a
completely
judge.
understand that I've never had to deal with this ever.
Yep. And we don't want to start now. I don't ever remember having come here. So I understand you guys are having to get together, but people have a way of
Yes.
taking the invitation and using it as an excuse to get out of control and be loud.
Advantage. Yes,
Exactly.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just hope for your sake that your friends don't put you in a position where you get the citation and you have to go to court to defend yourself from your friend's behavior. Make sense?
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
You want to get a good phone number for her?
Yep. And just remember, the Dean of Students office probably will be contacting you about this as well.
Very true, Bunny Murphy. Very true. I don't understand why they harassed them so much.
These mushrooms make you feel better. a lot better.
I'm one of the people. You guys were going to a noise last night, sounds like. You guys were on the party last night. We weren't here last night. Last night we didn't do anything. Is there a Lane Shepherd that lives here? Who's Lane Shepherd? The person that was born for the noise last night. Yeah. Okay. Well, one thing I will tell you is we didn't do anything last night. No worries. Neighbors are calling in again saying the music's good. Okay. You guys really turn it down. Sure. Sounds good. That being said, the tickets get expensive. We got to come back out here. You know, the music keeps coming up and neighbors keep calling. Understand that.
OCD, I don't know whose rooms they were in.
Yeah, we'll definitely turn it down. I mean, you're probably off, maybe like very low volume. But we'll definitely turn it down. Yeah, you can have a party. You can have some music, just not loud enough for people at home and saying, hey, sounds good. No worries.
Yeah, we should have. I know we were going to go talk to them before. But
yeah, maybe do a lap with your neighbors.
Yeah, we should do that next
time. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You live here? I'm one of them. Okay.
Yeah, we're both.
Let me grab your name. My name's Elliott, ELLIOTT. And then Lund, LUNDH. Middle initial? I have two middle names. PF. Date of birth for you? 99. Good phone number I can reach out. My bad. What's the area code on that? Eric. Okay. So it's. My number is very similar to my mom's, so I confuse it all the time. Happens to the best. I have hers memorized.
Happens.
The board.
I think you guys are lucky. The little lady who lived there was gone now.
Oh, really?
I think that's a rental property now.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need to check with them.
DED. I apologize.
This is our first
time. Sorry about that.
I understand.
BORD.
But you guys obviously know the drill,
Yeah, no initials.
right?
What's that?
You guys obviously know the drill, right?
Yeah, we got to be smart from now on.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
It would be. It definitely would be.
Perfect. Again, are you guys freshmen or?
Oh, we're seniors.
We're seniors. Okay, so you know the drill. You know how this goes.
Of course.
Since you guys live here, you're responsible for the music.
Okay.
So we have to come back out. What's a noise ticket up to these days?
Oh God, it's like 350.
Oh God.
Yeah, we don't want to pay that.
That's a first.
We don't want to pay that.
And
Next time, we'll definitely check.
The later at night it gets, the more expensive it gets.
Okay.
So spend the money on beer instead, not on tickets.
Yeah.
Keep the music down. Have a good party. Make sure everyone's over 21.
Yeah.
If we do have to come back out here, you two guys are each getting tickets. Got it?
I understand. That's
So it's on the
Fair
rest
enough,
of you. Make sure the party stays down.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care, guys. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Good semester. And in some cases, like when we get here and that stereo's going, I would also go contact them because it was non-specific.
Sure.
And if I'm warning them, I better go fucking warn them.
True. And that's the bottom road house there?
Which one? Well, here? That one? That one's up on, goes through that driveway. The guy's walking right there.
Oh, yeah.
That side there. Guarantee you the stairs are going to come right back on as soon as we leave.
Well, I saw that big, tall JBL on the back patio there, so I'll just go chat with them.
Okay, I'll come with you. You want to walk up or do you want to?
Yeah, I'll walk up. Start things off.
Just, it wouldn't be fair. You know, if you're warning these guys, you better warn them.
Yeah, good point.
Moscow 11. I'm still on the department channel. Moscow 111. We're clear of 1127 King Road. We're going to be out at 1122 Queen Road. Same problem. Hey guys, can you send someone out who lives here, please?
Did you guys get any dogs last night? Because I'm looking for one with Xander Dash.
Nope. Sorry, you can always call us later and ask in case you get.
That link's for you, Jeff.
Let's turn in here. Their business line.
Sweet, thank you.
You bet. No one's coming to the door.
me knock at the front door. No, okay. All right, be right back. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I took one look at that speaker. I said,
You get a lot of guys trying to argue private property access.
the way I've always done it, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was the way I did it there. Find one responsible, have everyone else hold them accountable. If I got to come back here, they're getting the ticket.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, OCD. I didn't hear a stereo going at 1122 King Road. I heard it at the last house that they were at, but I didn't hear it coming from 1122. That's what the weird part is. Why would they go up there if there was no music playing?
Because then it's on them to nip everyone else in the bud.
Yeah, and if they don't come out, we just contact landlords. Or we come back the next day or the next time you work.
Yeah.
And just note that, lack of cooperation does not go a long ways with us.
Yeah.
Huh. Stairs to the back deck. Interesting.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, over here.
I assume noise.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah.
Big speaker right there.
Yeah.
Nothing against having a party. Once neighbors start calling in, might have an issue.
Fair.
You go to school?
Yeah.
Okay. What year?
Senior.
Senior. Okay. So I'll tell you the same thing I told them. You probably know the drill, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. So usually, at least for me, I'll give you a verbal warning.
Okay.
Once I have neighbors calling in, you're just too loud, you're disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Nothing against having parties, nothing against having people over who are overage to drink.
Mhm.
But again, once we start disturbing the neighbors, then we grab an issue.
Yeah.
Always ticket is up to $300.
Yeah, somewhere around $300, $400.
It's a pretty expensive ticket. I don't want to give that to you. That being said, this is your place, so I'm going to hold you responsible.
They get it more expensive the later it gets.
Yeah.
We already warned them too, so.
And if I do have to come back here, $300 tickets come your way.
Okay.
And only gets more expensive. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely.
Actually,
Yeah, no, you didn't, OCD Shaggy.
what's your phone number for you? Is this 1122 here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd much rather you spend that $300 on beer or something fun than
Yeah.
a noise
Yeah.
ticket, right?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That being said, warnings, don't do it again.
Yep.
I'd hate to come back in a few hours and then have the issue. So,
Yeah.
any questions for me?
No.
All right. Have a great rest of your day.
Take care.
That don't make no sense. Why they would go there for a noise complaint when there was no music playing? And why did they go to the back door instead of the front door? That's just weird to me.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that. The Climate 360 smart bed lets you adjust.
Hi, Kane. Yeah, there was no noise complaint at 11:22.
I can go get them real quick.
Trulies? This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really? Just ditched it? Awesome.
Yeah, those ones kept walking in the car. And the other one.
Nice. Truly's for the win. Moscow 157.
What sorority goes here?
Got it 1122 Queen Road. Yes. That's hilarious. Like you, as soon as they know it's the cops, everyone does the same thing. They're like, they just like blend into the darkness.
It's a normal day.
This is regular day. I spend a lot of time doing this, and students are here. Yeah.
The girl answered the door at her mark.
I saw that. Yeah.
We're only here for a noise complaint. Come to the damn door.
It's like frustrating. You're like, we'll figure out who lives here eventually.
Yeah. Let me go around back. I'll be on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. So if they just don't come to the door.
What's that?
Or if they don't come to the door.
It's not towards the issue, probably, but they're all mostly students, so the campus officers can figure out who lives here, and then honestly, it's a lot worse for them if they don't come to the door. Pretty frequently, like if campus will, if students get in trouble, they will, if they get in trouble at campus, it's actually honestly for like minor stuff, campus will hang them, like suspend them or kick them out altogether or lose all your financial aid. Like it's pretty serious. So they've had several kids like get super hammered and fall off balconies over the years and stuff and die. So they take it pretty serious.
Hey, Kane, you want to come up for a few minutes?
Children. Come to the door, guys. Send whoever lives here down to the door. We're not leaving. And we can also see you.
Yeah, I heard that, Latino. Yep, OPD Shaggy.
Abandoned property. Moscow 157. Do we have any recent involvements at 1122 Queen?
No one's here, Dan.
No one's here. No one's here.
So everyone here is trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one else is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they're going. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at
They
the
were
time?
here. They're not here right now.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone in the house.
I just searched all to 7:30.
Who does? Where they're?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I just came over. I haven't drank and drive. Male, female. I think it's like what
That's going on.
I don't know if they're. I don't.
So I guarantee they're associated with this one. Many of them are living here as campus workers. I've been a cop for 22 years here. Play young games with me. I'd rather deal with this as a noise complaint. Council, board, all of that. All I want to do is get it.
Yeah, almost all college students.
Got people up on the hill probably didn't know once again.
Yep. And this is kind of like a fishbowl in here, so if they get party, it echoes crazy.
Yeah. Be under the assumption you guys are unlawfully entered because no one lives here is here. Okay. Right?
We'll go
get to verify that there was a party here.
We'll go get a phone number. We'll be right back. Sorry, we're not trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to someone.
We're not trying to be hard.
Just you guys aren't leaving the door open for us. That way we can get some sort of communication between us and them. No one lives here right now.
No. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And hey guys, really, we're just coming here for us.
Okay, no, I get it. I apologize for no one coming to the door.
You want to bet that someone from this house comes down here all of a sudden?
I'm sure they're fucking. I think they bolted.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah.
And they knew we were in the front. They walked.
There were some coming up behind us, and I don't know where they went, but they looked like they were probably headed this direction.
Yeah.
So hey, just go ahead and
Yes, please just go call someone. Thank you. All right. Well, they told me they just lived across the street, so that means they're Sigma Chi.
Yep, they're Sigma Chi. He pointed right at it.
Yes, he did. That was
not intelligent, young man.
Fucking off-campus sorority
Yeah,
house.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Fucking idiots. If I have to, I'll just start running plates and attack
Yeah,
all of
I
them.
was sure doing the same thing. Kick it all to campus back. Have a nice day. Figure out who these people
They threw
were.
a big ass party with underage drinkers, and they all left and wouldn't come to the door, so they're uncooperative.
Yep.
Here are the names of the people who were there. The vehicles were there, at least.
You can play stupid games if you want to.
There's a party somewhere.
Yeah, their music got real quiet.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast. Most places.
Sigma Chi is the only one that I hear.
Yep.
They said they're going to another party. I wonder if there's another Greek party somewhere.
Probably. Because they were taking alcohol
Yeah,
somewhere.
they were going somewhere.
But hey, they abandoned it.
Yep.
So guess what? Start dumping alcohol. They abandoned property. I like it when they abandon their shit.
Yep. Some more in there. Exactly.
Aww.
Street youths. White Claws?
White Claws.
Nice.
They're gonna be so angry.
I hate it when I leave my White Claws. Oh, they're cold too. Man.
Yeah, these are cold.
Whew. Oh my God. There's an open one. Hello.
You do that? Learned that from a college kid.
Yep.
All right. Jordan, you talk to them.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, this is Officer Walkman. Please Maddie, 1 second. You can volume up on this phone.
Is that even legal for them to do? Start dumping out alcohol, claiming it was abandoned.
You live at 122
Queen Road.
Okay. So, hey, the reason that we're here is that we received a complaint, live music, parties, out of Santa White.
Never had one, never will.
Running away.
No one should be a fan of White Claws or Truly.
Coming for alcohol. And then we sat here for about 2 hours and knocked on the door.
Good on you. I wish I did.
Actually.
I did when I was in college.
Thanks, man.
Right now, if I can, I would like to collect.
I remember what it's like in college.
And I'm guessing, and I went for an address also as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take that.
It's okay.
I don't assume that's Gatorade.
So what do you think of this bullshit?
Who, me?
I said, yeah. So them dumping out alcohol on private property.
Truly for the win, dude. I mean, that to me is a typical cop move. With the underage, and you notice there how I don't know if anybody mentioned how buzzed that Xana seemed. So as far as like cops around here in Florida, I would say that they were a little aggressive, but they were also a little bit more, since it's a college campus, maybe forgiving than many would be here in Florida. I think. But with first of all, I wanted to say, oh, they're going to take it home to their wives or whatever. Why dump it out? But the underage girls ran away from it. So
was it underage girls or was it underage boys?
I thought it was the two girls. They I think if you rewind it a sec, you hear them the kind of squealing away. But I might be wrong.
Yep.
Right before they walk up, the two. I want to say it's those two girls that they first encounter, and they say, "How are you?" and then they kind of run off. I've heard it so many times now because Lana has it for her opening segment that it's all kind of a blur, really. Was there? Are you guys just reviewing this, or was there something again that came up?
No, I was just reviewing. I was just reviewing it with like the last 20 minutes of my live.
I was glad you were talking about the thing with I guess go ahead,
Kaylee.
Well, I was gonna say I guess that American Princess got me that Hunter, because I was always under the impression that Hunter was just kind of hanging around and kind of being king of the frat, but he wasn't in school. But she said, "Oh, he's a graduate student," which would make more sense. Then he would be the OG, I guess, so to speak, of the frat. But if you're in grad school and you're still, is he living at the frat? I mean, because they're sleeping pretty much.
Yeah, I think he was living at the frat because, I think I mean, we know Ethan was suspended from the frat because of his grades, and I think and he was best friends. Ethan was best friends with Hunter Johnson,
right?
So because they both joined the same sorority, Sigma Chi. So if Hunter Johnson is the king of the king of Sigma Chi, then it would be to him to suspend Ethan from Sigma Chi for 2 weeks because of his grades.
Well, I mean, that would be, I don't know how they enforce the rules, but when was it that the president did of the fraternity when he was with Emma Bailey and Demetrius, and when he passed away, was that around this time, right? It was somewhere soon before this, so maybe there was like kind of a power struggle and this type of thing. I mean, the thing I can't put my finger on is if you're in grad school or you're out of school, why would you want to hang around a frat? Because if you look at their conditions, they're sleeping 8 in a room, ass to ass, in those little made up bunks. I mean, I would want to get screaming out of there, and that's what the impression I always had. If I was in that situation and I had a girlfriend that had a house, the first thing I would do is move out and move in with her. You know what I mean? If that was working out, I'd want to get out of the frat. So that always confused me. And then I don't know that it's necessarily a frat party. And here's Hunter walking around with a whole grip of zip ties. So who is he? Who is he tying up? What's the common? There's so many questions, man.
Because I mean, he had the zip ties around his wrist like they were bracelets.
Yeah, it looks like he's ready for a Madonna concert.
Yeah. Or a Billie Eilish concert. But
that could get twisted right there.
Yeah. I mean, but we also got Yeah.
Okay, so he wasn't in Sigma Chi, Hunter. Is that true? Okay, I thought that's how. Maybe it was just frats getting together. American Princess. Thank you for the correction. Was getting a master's degree. Oh, she says she doesn't have any proof. Okay, so my impression in American Princess was that he had graduated and he was hanging around. The real question is right here. It kind of exemplifies it. It's a very relaxed atmosphere at that house. You
Yes.
know, Hunter is not Sigma Chi, Heather says, and so why was she nervous to go back there and spend the weekend with her friends? What I mean, she had expressed that to her mom, I believe. Heather
Yeah.
can vet that for me. So without the reason being said, yep, you were right, American Princess. You got me again, girl. But it raises questions, and the fact that we had here, if you remember what was it, not the Facebook killers, but the Craigslist killers here in Tampa.
Yeah.
And it was a young girl that lured guys to like a vacant house or something for sex, and then the boyfriend unalived him. I don't know if you recall here, but I'm sure it's happened across the country where they're doing these things to rob them, and then it goes bad or whatever. The whole Dylan inviting Kaylee back has that tone to me. It has that feel, and I've always questioned that.
Yes, I mean, I've always questioned it too. I mean, like, I was watching the video earlier today, and just this thing with what did you tell now, mind you, Kaylee and Jack D were together for 5 years, and Kaylee had broken up with him.
Right.
And according to Christy, that it was just a break. They were going to get married. They were going to have children. I know it's probably wishful thinking on Christy's part, but there were reports that Kaylee was actually dating locally. She was dating people locally. But before she was set to go to Austin. Well, I just kind of thought about it. What if when Kaylee said, "What did you tell Adam?" What if what she told Adam, because Adam was Jack D's roommate? What if Maddie told Adam that Kaylee was dating locally?
And that fuels the fire of any detective you ask, especially in the beginning of this case, when there's somebody close that tends to be the suspect or actually the turns out the perpetrator of these kind of crimes. Instinctively, that's where you go. And that's a great question. And isn't there something about, hey, what's up, Telltale, to Elite? Typically, what was it? I'm sorry. Who was it? Okay, so Hunter was in Phi Delta Theta, according to Heather, and Roddy made a good point. Kids get drunk and do silly shit with cable ties. I don't think he minded. Obviously, yeah, he wasn't. Roddy, that's a great point. That he wasn't trying to hide it, but it just, I don't know. As far as my partying experience goes, if zip ties came out, or if anything weird as far as going harder drugs or anything came out, the party's over for me.
Yeah.
I'm not getting tied and at the mercy of somebody else. And if that's more commonplace to fraternities, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But it seems odd. It just seems like here, you walked out and you were right, Robert. There is no noise coming from that house. Why did they walk up there, and why did they go to the back door?
Yeah, I know. And why did that officer take a picture of
her license? Right.
Of her license.
And they also could have walked up the back way because they were already with the guys partying on the roof, and there's a pathway that leads up there. If he knows it so well, they would have cut all the time off, and they wanted to go to the back door, they would have been right there. And I don't know if he's just being nosy, or if they, he said, we got to know whose house this is. And it doesn't, from that statement, it leads me to believe that he wasn't familiar with the owners of the house. So what on earth are you doing walking up to my back door?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Because we've seen in the previous noise complaints, they would walk up and they would pound on the front door, and they had just left that party down the street, and they were walking up to 1122 on a quote unquote noise complaint call, but you didn't hear no music.
Well, there was actually no noise complaint. The only time they say that there's a noise complaint is at the nighttime one. The second clip we played there. There was actually no noise complaint. Correct me if I'm wrong. They just said that, the noise is too loud, but I couldn't hear music the whole way up, even when they're standing outside the sliding glass door. I don't even hear a peep. I think you even hear Murphy bark at one point.
Yeah.
So,
and it's just so odd. You don't hear no music, you don't hear no noise, but yet they subvert going to the front door to the back door, and they're knocking on the back door, and then this cop does this weird thing. If you watch his hand, he does this weird circle motion with his hand and then points.
Yeah, it's like some kind of symbolism like that we're not supposed to understand or something like. And she's very cooperative and everything with her. And then I believe that who was it? Elle said, isn't he taking a picture of her license to get the barcode on the back? But I don't know that we can see the license. Can we play that again to look to see which way the license is facing when he takes the picture? It's as odd as when Brian Kohberger gave the officer that pulled him over before the tragedy his phone number. Have you ever given a police officer your phone number before?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
Not at all.
In my whole life. And I've been pulled over a billion freaking times. And
unless he was trying to pick her up for a date or something.
Exactly. It seems like, maybe. I don't know, man.
So
if
weird.
anybody has anything they want to add in the chat, that'd be great.
All right, who's responsible here? Who's responsible here? Whose house is this? Just need to talk to a homeowner or a renter or whoever's house this is.
I'm one of the people renting.
Okay, gotcha. You guys were warned for the noise last night. Sounds like same type of thing. You guys were having a party. Cops came out.
They weren't here last night.
The what?
And if I was a police officer, I'm sorry, yeah. If I was a police officer, the first question I would ask is, why are these guys on the roof?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I mean, get down off the roof. That's, first of all, it's
like
illegal.
Lookout or
that's exactly what I was thinking. And is that Jeff? I wish Jeff H was here. I guess he's still driving, but I'd like to know. He said that's. I'm pointing my mouse at the two girls on the right. Is that Emma Bailey? He's saying that Emma Bailey kind of slinks past everybody and dashes away. I didn't even know she was there.
Neither did I until you pointed that out.
Yeah, no, Jeff H actually brought that up just a little while ago. He said he was on his way home. So, well, I mean, yeah, it's dangerous. That's if you're drinking and on a roof, you're going to have higher chances of falling and getting hurt. And that's, to me, the officer, that's the first thing they would say, whether it's illegal or not. That would be, and it does seem like it was a lookout. Great job on the lookout, because the two cops walked up and nobody even alerted anybody.
Elle says Emma was at the other call in the dark at the house.
Okay.
That's Emma on the right. When they did that nighttime, when they did the nighttime call, and you saw those two girls walking, towards the officers.
Yes.
The one in the bandana was Emma.
Oh, no kidding.
Last night we didn't do anything.
Is there an Elena Shepherd that lives here?
Now
The person that
You
was
see
born.
the guy in the
noise last
Grizzlies
night.
shirt there, Robert?
Okay.
One thing I will tell you.
I believe he's training to be some type of law enforcement. I know that Bubbly Waters has done a couple things on him. I don't know who the guy is in the Wave T-shirt there in the front.
Yeah.
But I know that there are pictures of the guy with the Grizzlies T-shirt with other law enforcement in law enforcement uniform.
Now, here's what's funny. They don't, on this call, because this is the call right before they walk up to the King Road house. They don't ask for their IDs.
Right.
At all. But, okay, here's Heather says this. Y'all know MPD stood on the roof of the State Farm Insurance Building watching Christ Church when all the sticker gate crap was going on. LOL, freaks MPD.
Wow. Yeah, it was like there were
No worries.
snipers in position.
Neighbors are calling in again saying music's too loud. Okay. All I need you guys to do is turn it down.
Sure. Sounds good.
That being said, the tickets get expensive. We got to come back out here and, the music keeps coming up and neighbors keep calling in. So
Understand.
fair enough.
Yeah, we'll definitely turn it down. I mean,
You're
probably off, maybe like very low volume. But
Okay. No, yeah. You can have a party. You can have music, just not loud enough to where people are calling in saying, hey,
sounds good.
my piece of
Yeah, we should have. I know we were going to go talk to them before.
Yeah, maybe do a lap with your neighbors.
Yeah,
let them know what's up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You live here?
I'm
We both
one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both-
Let me grab your name.
My name's Elliot, ELLIOTT.
Last name?
Lund, LUNDH.
Middle initial?
I have two middle names.
Just give me both.
PF.
PF. Date of birth for you?
99.
Good phone number I can reach at.
Like, why do you want to reach me?
My bad.
What's
You
area
don't
code on
reach
that?
me.
Eric.
Okay.
So it's
Oh, I got you.
my number is very similar to my mom, so I confuse it every time.
Happens to the best. Which
I
one,
have
my man?
hers
Keon,
memorized, of
Kian.
course. Happens.
Ian.
DeBoard,
Big ass
DEB.
fucking little lady who lived there was
So with the D, I apologize.
Oh, TED. Okay, gotcha.
With the D, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely
No,
need to
sorry.
check them.
DEB. I apologize.
This is our first
Try
Sorry
again.
about that.
You're good. DEB?
DORD.
Oh.
You guys all know the
My
drill.
middle initials are A. What's that?
You
Hey.
guys obviously know the drill.
Date of birth?
We gotta be smart.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
It would be. It definitely
And my
would
phone
be.
number is
Okay. Perfect. Again, are you guys freshmen or
we're seniors.
seniors? Okay, so you know the drill. You know how this goes.
Of course.
Since you guys live here, you're responsible for the music. So we have to come back out. What's a noise complaint ticket up to these days?
Oh God, it's like 350.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
We don't want to pay that. Next time, we'll definitely check with the neighbors.
The
first.
kids, the more expensive it
Damn.
is.
Okay.
So spend the money on beer instead, not on tickets.
Yeah.
Keep the music down. Have a good party. Make sure everyone's over 21.
Yeah.
If we do have to come back out here, you two guys are each getting tickets.
Okay.
Got it?
I understand.
So it's on the rest of you. Make sure the party stays down.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Bumps.
Thank you.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Enjoy the party.
Thank you. And in some cases, like when we get here and they're going,
Yeah.
I would also go contact them because it was non-specific.
Sure.
And if I'm
I'm
warning
looking
them,
forward
I
to
better
seeing
go
that,
fucking
Heather.
warn them.
True. And that's the bottom row of the house there?
Which one? The one here?
Yeah.
That one's up on those that right where the guy's walking right there.
Oh, yeah.
That side there. Guarantee
I
the stairs
just
gonna go
can't.
right back on.
Well, I saw that big, tall JBL on the back patio there, so I'll just go chat with them.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Yeah, we'll walk up. We'll start things off on a good foot.
I don't hear any
It
music
would
at
be
that
fair,
first
you know,
party.
if you're warning
Yeah.
these guys, you better warn them.
Did anybody else
That's a good
notice
point.
that?